Hello, I am Mr. Football. Maybe, who knows, maybe the channel name will change, but that's besides the point. Today, I'm going to be taking through the journey that I took as a fan through the University of Oklahoma's 2025 football season. So let's meet the team and see who our key players will be. The biggest one is Jackson Arnold. Wait. Oops, forgot about that. Well, who's our quarterback? Well, I think we found our guy. Well, at the least, he's got good hair. Well, some other important notes is our two pretty much best defenders, Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman, both going to the NFL. They both got drafted. Who else do we have? Well, we have a running back from Cal, Jaden Ott. He's pretty good. Kip Lewis, he's pretty good as well. Really, he's going to really help the defense. R. Mason Thomas, really great defensive lineman. Grayson Halton, run stopper. Some new fast dude, Satania. He's pretty good, I heard. And also we have a really deep running back room, almost 5 players deep. But some players that I'm really excited for is Torrey Blaylock and Xavier Robinson. I think they're both going to have good seasons, along with Jaden Ott. Well, who do we play first? Wait, you guys would beat North Dakota State on the road, make the national championship just to lose on an extra point? All is forgiven. Anyways, before all that, here we go. Opening game of the season, year 2 in the SEC. Just don't lose. Well, it doesn't show it, but their first drive, they went 3 and out, throwing 3 straight incomplete passes. And then the very next drive, they fumbled the ball. So, on the trying not to lose campaign, they're currently 0 for 2. I mean, it's Illinois State, so you're bound to pull away eventually, because it's just the talent gap. But they better get it together. Well, 90 yards in 5 minutes for one drive, ending with a touchdown. It's not exactly bad. Just keep it going. Who is their punter? They kept backing us up, but it's alright, because John Mateer is the GOAT. Hey, the running back I was talking about is in. Torrey Blaylock. Not a bad touchdown. Where's Jaden Ott? Well, it turns out he got a little bit hurt in the practice a couple weeks before, so he was taking it light. He only had 1 carry this game, but I expect big things from him. Well, congrats to Illinois State for scoring a point. There were some teams in the SEC that could hardly even do that. That may or may not be true, but not a bad win against a team that would eventually make the FCS National Championship, but hindsight does a lot. Who do we play next? I kind of forgot. Well, who says out-of-conference marquee games are dead? Well, Michigan has a freshman quarterback, Bryce Underwood. I heard he's pretty good.
Mateer from the pocket, right down the middle, and it's catch made on the one-handed grab.
Well, Nick Saban would say he can play defense too, but apparently not.
Scrimmage.
Free play, ball toss on the sideline. Mateer running all the way. Hard to stop. Gauntlet success last year for this Oklahoma offense. Pop pass, Burks, turns the corner, Deion Burks, touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a drive to start this game. Well, I like the way this game is headed.
Underwood, easy throw. The catch made behind the line of scrimmage and going nowhere.
Man, I love defense. Well, we ended up punting, so they would have a 2nd and 9. Oh. Man, his soul just left his body.
Lewis getting into the middle of that defense.
Another throw in the middle of the field, but it's intercepted.
Well, that is far from optimal.
Klein and El Hadi. Underwood rolls, delivers, wide open catch made by Channing Goodwin.
Well, they're at least going to get a field goal.
Plus easily. This is a chip shot of 32 to get the Wolverines on the board. And he hooked it. No good.
Oops.
And in two. It's here on the move, looking to throw, and it's complete again. Deion Burks down inside the 5, the man from keeper. Mateer, touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, up 2 scores at halftime is not bad. I'm okay with that. Well, now all we gotta do is play good defense, wrap up, and our offense has to do good. Gotta stop the run.
And off and running. Haynes in the clear. Justice Haynes in a foot race. They will not catch him. Michigan, lightning strike on the first play of the half, 75 yards.
Well, that's all right. Just keep it behind you. Short-term memory.
In each of the first 2 games, it's here on 2nd and 3rd, off the hands, and it's picked. Oh, and drops twice.
Well, that was a little bit too close.
3rd and 8. Pressure. Mateer escapes and slings it downfield into traffic. Catch made. Satania.
That perfectly encapsulates everything we wanted from John Mateer.
Mateer running all the way. Gets free. Mateer. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That drive was all on the quarterback.
Whoa. Back up 2 scores. Now we just have to play defense, wrap up, and stop the run.
Under 1. Trapped in line.
Hey, who said that?
All the way up at the Oklahoma 45. And the lefty will drive him back to the 35. It's muffed on the ground. A scramble for it. Michigan comes up with it.
Yeah, what are we doing? Just hold on to the ball.
No problem. That's what you expect from the preseason all on the line.
Feels like the offense and special teams are pretty volatile.
He looks downfield, arcs the ball, and it
Maybe the defense too.
And Zabata from 35
Well,
does that.
it's a 1-score game.
Reverse, flea flicker, Mateer to the end zone, overthrew Kanek. Oklahoma Sooner. And it is sliding wide to the left.
Yo, who is this chud at kicker?
1 catch tonight for 19 yards. 3rd and 15. And it's batted down the line. Oklahoma's pressure.
Well, we'll get the ball back. You either need to take up a bunch of time or score points. Either one is okay.
Weaving around, gets a block on the edge, gets another block, makes a cut, and Mateer. Got to finish the job here in 3rd and goal. Backpedaling, flips it short, catch made, Blaylock cannot escape. The tackle.
Yo, please don't miss this field goal. Okay, thanks. I think we're going to win now.
Here. And that's it. The Sooner defense has the final word. Almost Seagull.
The whole offseason, everybody was saying about how Oklahoma's going to lose to Michigan. This win single-handedly changed the trajectory of the season. This was probably the most happy I've been over a win all season until maybe one other game that you'll hear about later. That is also a huge win because Michigan and Oklahoma are probably going to finish in a similar position at the end of the season, and the head-to-head factor really makes a difference. This next game against Temple was so boring I didn't even watch most of it. I can't really give a recap since I didn't really watch the game. The only thing you need to know was John Mateer had a 50-yard rushing touchdown, and Jaron Kanek did a no-look pass on an extra point somehow. Also, don't worry about the highlights in the background. It's all AI generated, I promise. You remember Jackson Arnold, the guy who transferred? Yeah, we play him this week, so he's going to have a lot of fun.
Form, more than 80,000 here. Again, plenty of time. Now out of time and taken down by... They sent Blaylock in motion, a blitz, a middle screen. Satania lost the football. Auburn has it. So far, no whistles. Mateer, the only man who can stop Kay and Lee, and he does not. Touchdown, Tigers.
As this fine gentleman would say, I'm pretty sure he was down.
Our officiating expert, ball's kind of swirling around there, Matt, but let's yield to the expert. What do you think?
Well, Sean, I'm not sure he ever had full control of the ball.
After further review, the ruling on the field Incomplete pass.
Well, that's helpful.
And it is good. He comes out throwing on first down, throwing it deep. A little underthrown. There's contact, but the catch was made anyway. Coleman is a big playmaker. Mateer, line. They come out with a play action pass and another long one and another open receiver. Hudson Cock running for his life, and he's tripped down. Looked like his knee was down. They're gonna whistle.
Now a couple shenanigans later, solid field position.
Mateer followed. Mateer has a wide open receiver.
Well, that might be crazy, but that looked pretty legal to me. Anyways, 10-3.
Buckle.
Fumble! Mateer just lost it as he pulled it away from his teammate.
Well, that sucks.
One-on-one corner route to the top.
Single coverage to his left. They throw it in that direction toward the pylon. Lots of contact.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty's declined. Pass interference, defense number 4. The penalty took place in the end zone. The ball be placed on the 2-yard line.
Now, I'm no detective, but that didn't look like a flag, but who am I to judge?
Single coverage. They go after the freshman again. Touchdown, Cam Coleman.
Well, it's a senior versus a freshman. I don't really know what they expected.
Better in pass protection. That's why he's been out there a lot. The fake to Cobb. And it is our
I feel like that would have hurt.
Here's Tate Sandell to put Oklahoma back on top. Penalty or replay review. Jeremiah Cobb. Jeremiah Cobb stays on his feet. Where?
No, that's just a lot of arm tackling. On a side note, how did R. Mason Thomas make this tackle?
Last year from 50 plus.
Shankosaurus.
And it's a 6-point lockout one. That's going to be a double pass toward the end zone and incomplete.
Something tells me that was pass interference, but what do I know?
Defensive front there. Under big duress. Flags are down. The pass is incomplete.
Well, there's a flag, but ball don't lie. So even if they get the first down, I don't think we need to get a touchdown.
Field for Coach Freeze. Simmons breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Auburn.
I guess the ball doesn't lie.
Here comes a blitz. Mateer got it off. A deep throw.
And one that you'd love to have your slot receiver reel in, but a good job by Smith playing all the way.
The blitz. Running room for Mateer. Mateer, touchdown.
Well, one review and a John Mateer touchdown later, we're winning.
92 yards in 2 minutes with one timeout. He did well to get out of the end zone. He got Arnold. Look out, he gets buried.
Well, 2 sacks, an incomplete pass, a holding, and a false start later. It's 4th and 30.
Tigers on 4th and 29.
Throw a Hail Mary towards Cam Coleman.
He goes down to the end zone, a safety. On the 10th.
The closer closes his job, and that's a school record-setting 10th sack. Unbelievable. What a game. Now the only obstacle is Texas, at least for the next month, and John Mateer hand injury. So right when we get momentum, the starting quarterback gets hurt, effectively ends our season in the hardest part of the schedule. How does that even happen? He was fine during the Auburn game. I mean, maybe not fine. He wasn't very good in the third quarter. But still, how does that... How is he hurt? It's terrible. But Michael Hawkins is a good backup, so I guess we'll see how that works out for him. But he better figure out how to beat Texas. Well, Kent State isn't the cream of the crop. They went 0-12 last season. If we lose to Kent State, which again is unlikely, bad things are going to happen to this football program. Michael Hawkins is a suitable backup. I've said that, but he's just, when you build around a quarterback like John Mateer, who has a vastly different skill set than Michael Hawkins, it has repercussions on the offense. I don't know. Kent State probably sucks enough to where we could probably get through it with Michael Hawkins. But it's also Texas, because if he struggles against Texas, well, that really hurts.
Who in the spring before an injury was certainly putting on a show. This pocket collapses for a moment. Hawkins throws to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
As much as I want to say that was a great throw, it was, but it wasn't a great throw. It was more of a good play. I think against any other team in the FBS besides Kent State, that would have been a pick. Whatever, 7-0.
Low line drive kick. Returnable by Satania. Sees a little room to run. Kicks it to the outside again. Flags come in behind the play. Satania to the 20 and drop there.
During the return, holding, return team, number 88.
Golden Flash is bringing some extra rushers, and it pays off.
Come on, you can't be holding on to the ball that long. Well, that makes 7 straight, so maybe he's trying to redeem himself from the Michigan game.
Throw it wide open in the back of the end zone.
Well, that was quick. This game's over.
Third down, pressure comes, another sack and a touchdown for Oklahoma.
I'm not going to force you to believe it, but that was our first forced turnover of the whole season. The safety doesn't count, but still, first turnover of the season, and it's in the 5th game. I know it sucks, but, you know, at least we got it.
2nd and goal. Quick throw to the outside, caught there. There's Satania diving for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, 44-0 would end up being the final score, so now you just got to beat Texas. Well, John Mateer ended up playing. And I know if you're not an Oklahoma fan, you might not understand how big of a deal this was. But John Mateer going into this game, or going into the Auburn game, I guess, before he got hurt, was the Heisman front runner. He was the best quarterback in college football. And the fact that he played make this game a lot more winnable. But a long drive and only settling for 3 is not great. But points are points.
Texas this time does bring pressure. Off his back foot, slings it downfield, and it's intercepted.
That is far from optimal, but we're still winning, and we have a really good defense, so I expect big things from them.
T2 at the start of the series, and this kick will be off the upright and no good. Doinked it from 55.
Another thing I forgot to mention about Texas is they lost to Florida, and Florida was really, really bad this year. So they're obviously not a perfect team. They're going to have struggles like this, but this is just kind of lucky. Nevertheless, this could still be a trap game. I've seen teams lose games like this.
41. And it is right through. So
once again, points are points. Just keep them coming.
Some positive yards.
Deckert 7 for 8, but only for 38 yards. Look out, breaking free. Wisner rumbling into Oklahoma territory. They'll chase him down.
That's just kind of lucky.
Shot here. Sears got to play this smart. Instead, he's going to roll out. Is he going to launch for the end zone? He does. Fires it down there, and it's intercepted.
That was effectively an arm punt. It would have been nice to get a field goal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. At least they're not going to get points out of it.
Trey Moore, they turned him loose. He kind of
well, that was not a very good defensive drive. That was kind of just Texas doing their thing. They were doing really good running the ball, and as you can see here, just not a very good defensive set. He just wide open, but still a one-score game. Still a chance to go take the lead.
And he is true. They do bring late pressure. Pocket closes down, and it's intercepted. Off the deflection. The ball is picked off by...
I'm lost for words. What are we doing? Come on, John Mateer.
High snap is put down nicely. Shipley drives it, but doesn't have the distance this time.
Well, we're getting some help, so we just need to go down there and tie this game.
Niblet, who
They didn't tie the game.
carefully fields this one, has some room. Ryan Niblet weaving, still running down the sideline. Niblet all the way to the house. 75.
You're joking. There were so many things that went wrong. First of all, there was at least 4 blocking the backs. I'm not the kind of guy to blame the refs all the time, but if you watch this clip and slow it down, I counted 5 just now. Whatever. Still, you can't allow that to happen. There's 10 minutes left. Just do something. Don't go out without a fight. This is probably the most mad I've ever been over an Oklahoma football game, probably ever, just because of all the stupid things that went wrong. Nevertheless, 5-1 doesn't really matter.
Mateer hands to Blaylock, who gets the edge and gets the end zone.
Well, that's a good start. We've been struggling running the ball all year, so I'm glad that it's at least getting going a little.
Working sideline to sideline. 13th play of the drive. Robinson had trouble fielding the snap and then scores.
Well, that could have been really, really bad, but to score a lead.
Gun. Sellers hands it off. No. Sellers looks to the top. He throws to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Harbor.
He's 6'6". You can't really do very much about that.
Against Kent State and Norman. And now he's done it in Columbia, South Carolina.
Well, there's not a lot of highlights from this game for 2 reasons. It's boring, and also I didn't watch it. I was watching the A&M Arkansas game. I was there for it. So there's just not a lot that I remember. I only really watched the first quarter and second half of the fourth. Anyways,
And there's the fake. And there's the
fake punt interception. How many times have you seen that before? I think this game's about over.
So far, Mateer pumps, now throws, and he's got a man wide open, and it's Satania.
Well, I'm glad the offense is playing well at least.
6. And Mateer's going to do a little quick kick here. What else can this guy do? Wow. And Fuller's not going to get out. 2 more for the OU defense.
Well, you don't always get safeties, so it's nice to have one. This would end up being the final score, which is 26-7. It was kind of a doozy, but wins away. Next up on Murderer's Row is Ole Miss at home at 11 a.m. in a rainy day.
To the night and all morning it's forecast to die down. Caden Lee the catch down the middle. 12 out of 14 in his first year with the Rebels. 8 of their possessions in their win against the Rebels. Deep pass and a catch.
The best throws I've ever seen. That was incredible.
Year with Oklahoma. Transfer from UTSA. These are 2 of the breaking free is Lacey. Touchdown.
Their offense came to play. Ours has to as well. Come on.
All time, including the loss last week at Georgia. Mateer waving receivers around. Here's another bust in the Ole Miss secondary. Satania, who's a track athlete, will not be caught.
Man, Satania is fast. He was moving. That was great. Anyways, we got to keep it up though. It's only a tie game.
Do is get guys lined up. Beyond that, not much.
Blaylock in trouble, taken down to the end zone.
An outside handoff on the 2.5-yard line. What is that play called?
Center, they shifted the strength of the formation to their right. Mateer rolls out, he's in trouble, and he is down in the arms of...
That's just good defense. There's not very much you can do about that.
Direct snap, to Lacey. It is, and it's a walk-in
I
touchdown.
have a feeling there's not going to be a lot of stops today.
The transfer from Nebraska, Tate Sandell.
I didn't realize Tate Sandell was actually really good. I'm really sorry to him.
Oscar Bird, the holder. The last 5 possessions for Oklahoma. 4 of the 5 have resulted in no yards or a negative. This is going to be a big gainer. Xavier Robinson, touchdown! 65 yards!
Finally, there's some spark in the stadium. Big play. One-score game.
Robinson remains the running back. Mateer faked it to him. Mateer takes off running. John Mateer inside the 50. Satania went in motion again, dangerously close to heading up the field. Robinson heads to the end zone. Touchdown!
I can't explain how quiet everything was and how annoyed everybody was before these 2 touchdowns. I can't believe we have the lead.
Now we haven't seen much of that today. Play fake to Lacey. Chambliss throws wide open. Touchdown!
Well, we weren't going to hold them off forever, so we just got to get some offense now.
For Oscar Bird. And a good one with the wind at his back. Isaiah Satania. Ball came out at the end. Rebels think they have it.
That might be the worst thing that could have happened. I mean, he didn't even hurdle anybody, and a helmet hit the ball out. That's like, it's like unlucky, but also, I don't even know.
Not passive rush. Mateer incomplete. Over the head of Giovanni Gibson. Mateer pressured from behind. Got it off to Xavier Robinson down the sideline. Got coverage toward him. Mateer scrambling away from Uman Mielen. The ball is free. No whistle yet. The pressure came from Perkins. The Rebels make another huge play on defense, hoping for one last chance.
An incomplete pass. The ball will be at the 46.
Mateer steps into the throw. That's not going to reach the end zone, and it's batted down by Wyatt Williams on the last play of the game.
Well, we're 6-2, and we played 4 straight ranked teams, 2 of them on the road. That's not going to be very good. Yeah, well, I don't know. They're gonna have to find something. And John Mateer's gonna have to play back.
Backfield, both tight ends in there along with Bishop, and they throw it across the middle. Caught for a touchdown by Braylon Staley.
Well, good thing we have a defense.
3rd down, launching downfield again, and the catch is made by line up. Into the defense, spread wide, the ball's knocked loose, and R. Mason Thomas has got it. Stiff arm moving his way, and still going. A scoop, and if he stays in bounds, score for Oklahoma. Did he step out?
Oh, my goodness.
That might have been one of the best defensive efforts I've ever seen from both R. Mason Thomas and Owen Heineke, for forcing the fumble, and then R. Mason Thomas for picking it up, stiff-arming a tight end, and taking it all the way. I don't even care that I'm leaking into other plays. That play single-handedly could bring us back into the game.
The sticks.
Aguilar pressured, and he's going to be sacked for a 3rd. Drives it, hammers it. 55. Drives it right through. What an addition. Play fake. Aguilar launches down the middle of the end zone, and it's intercepted. Coming across was Peyton Bowen, his safety, trying to make another big play for Oklahoma on a return.
I'm sorry about what I said about the defense.
Sandell, short shorts, but not short on distance.
Pass down, clock stops. Still going to go fast.
Downfield launch, and it's an easy interception. He threw it right to Robert Spears-Jennings, and look out, Oklahoma with another big return tonight.
Well, I said Either our defense was going to step up or our offense was going to step up, and it's looking like it's going to be the defense.
And the lefty stays perfect on the night. 3rd and 8, of course, looking to throw from the pocket. And it's caught by Staley, who bounces off 2 Sooners and goes down the sideline. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 54 yards.
That's just kind of lucky. Won't happen again.
They're getting close. Robinson off the right side, breaks a tackle, cuts back, lost the football. Flag is down, it's still loose. Looks like
well, it would have been nice to take the lead, but we'll have more opportunities to.
And 1st and 15, Mateer delivers a downfield throw, catch is made by Satanic.
That was a pretty good throw from John Mateer, I'll give it to him.
And right on cue, Mateer bursts up the middle. Not Robinson changes that as he.
Well, there's the lead for you.
Trying for a second 55-yarder tonight.
So we just have the best kicker in the country. Nice.
Downs, Mateer looking to throw, and it's intercepted off the carom. Edwin Spillman.
Oh my God, the one thing you couldn't do.
As quickly as possible. And looking for the end zone right there. Touchdown, Mike Matthews.
Well, we still have the lead, so.
Here, take it back to the right. Did you get the big hop? It's battle for, but Robinson breaks free. Forget about it. Touchdown in Oklahoma. Does he cross the goal line? He drops down at the 1, which is the smart thing.
Well, that surely helps.
And they get the hop. Actually, it didn't go 10 yards, and Oklahoma recovers it, and they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, that's probably Brent Venables' best win. So, I mean, huge one on the road. But now we got to go to Alabama.
Early.
Deep drop. Simpson steps up into the pocket. Nowhere to throw it, and he's taken on the Oklahoma defense. Blake Dowd, a good punt. Isaiah Satania made the first man miss, and here he goes. Across the 40 of Alabama and tackled from behind.
That is a huge return. Well, now we can score a touchdown.
15 in a row, and now 19.
It's not a touchdown, but it's points.
Hill open in the flat, and he lost the football on the tackle. Bouncing ball. Oklahoma had a great shot at it. McKenzie.
Well, the ball went out of bounds, so we didn't get the ball. So I guess the only positive you can really get is that I guess they are scared. I don't really know.
That's two. Because if it were, oh, there's an interception on the first play thereafter. Eli Bowen down the sideline. He may go. Ty Simpson back there. Can't tackle him. Touchdown, Eli Bowen.
Devil's wish. I mean, we scored a pick six the next play, so I guess thank goodness that he didn't pick it up.
Gathered superstition here. Another interception. Robert Spears. Jennings picked it off in the end zone.
Well, there's a flag down, but that's a really good interception. I'm getting his head a little bit.
He gives it to Hill. Touchdown, Alabama. It's back to the 17-yard line. Adams trying to block for him. Now the ball's out at the end of the return at the 30. And Mateer takes advantage.
And Oklahoma gashed Alabama with quarterback run last year. 131 yards on 25 carries. They're back.
Well, the highlight reel didn't show it, but John Mateer had a Superman run and 10-point lead.
Best nationally. Cuevas is wide open, and he walks in for a touchdown untouched.
Well, a bunch of clock management shenanigans later, it's tied. Oh, he missed it? How'd you miss that? It was a chip shot.
My goodness, he has a lot of leg.
This is my formal apology to Tate Sandell. I'm really, really sorry. You're actually really good. You're actually carrying our team right now. Yeah, actually.
Simpson well protected, lobbing it up for Horton. Touchdown.
Well, our defense needs to keep holding up, and our offense needs to turn something around.
Two receivers wide to each side, and Line gets there and forces a fumble. Free ball, and Oklahoma has it.
How much can a defense carry a team? My goodness.
Second longest field goal streak in SEC history. Now
the way our defense has been playing, I'll take a fourth quarter lead.
The late blitz, and they get there again. Simpson swung down. That young offensive line gives him a lot of time. Dangerous throw.
That probably should have been an interception, but I'll take it.
Although Hill's been effective in short yardage today, they fake it to Proctor. Lonnie Brooks around the corner for the first down. Didn't get it by much.
38, see if he drops out.
Four-man rush. Simpson steps into a throw. Caught short of the first down.
4th and 6, game on the line. If we stop them, in all likelihood, assuming we don't lose 2 home games, we're going to the playoffs.
Bring that pressure. Yes, they do. Heineke tried to blitz. Simpson throws. Broken up. Peyton Bowen. What a day for the Bowen brothers in the Oklahoma.
Like I said, I think the playoffs are knocking on the door.
Ball playoff. If they can take care of business at home against 2 talented teams in Missouri and LSU, both of whom were ranked earlier in the season. Wine is a beast. Kalen DeBoer suffers his first home loss.
I couldn't really find anywhere else to put this, but it was after the Alabama and Tennessee games that many Oklahoma fans adopted the phrases "hard to kill" from Brent Venables himself in the song "Many Men Wish Death" by 50 Cent. If you listen to that song, you'll understand why. They even played it after the Mizzou and LSU games.
Short, he's a little bit bigger. He rips through a hole and has very little breeze to speak of. It's an ugly looking kick, and it got through.
Well, we somehow blocked it, yet it still went in. So I don't really know what to think about that.
On 3rd and 13, that trickery fails. Records. They didn't take the penalty because the play went for a loss of 5. Mateer in trouble again, and he's thrown down. Light breeze at his back. Shouldn't need it. That one's low. Looked like it got deflected at the line of scrimmage.
The 3 blocked kicks in 4 years and our Brent Venables come in the same game. That's insane.
3rd down and 7. John Mateer throws. Caught! There goes the speedy Satania. One of the fastest players in the country. Touchdown!
It looks like the exact same thing that happened against
6-3 lead. Tate Sandell makes it 7-3. Red zone this season has scored on all 32 trips.
I've never seen a game flip so quickly from just one play. I mean, that blocked kick really helped a lot.
What would ordinarily be a chip shot, and he drives it through up the tempo. That's on target. Kevin Coleman. 3rd down and 7. Mateer is going to try to dance for the first down, and he does, and much more.
This game was kind of like bringing sticks to a rock fight in the second half. But, you know, a win is a win.
To step out, I need to watch the Penn State game. He's happy he's here. He's not happy with that throw. Picked up.
All we have to do to make the college football playoff is beat one team at home. 6-4 LSU coming off a 13-11 win over Western Kentucky at home. This should be easy. Well, this game has been the highlights I've been showing in between all the games. But one win and we're in the playoffs. One. I mean, this would be amazing. I'm so excited for this game. I don't even think you guys can understand. Also, before the game, some LSU player, Barrion Brown, he was digging his cleats on the end zone. I don't really know how he wanted to do that, but also Cortland Guillory the next day posted 3 catches for 6 yards, by the way. So
a stiff breeze, a low line drive knocked down by the wind. Satania back there tried to field it, Appeared as if the ball came loose. It might have hit somebody in the process.
Crisis averted. He got the ball back.
Who moves over to the starting center spot, and Mateer had it picked off. It's deflected, tipped off, and it's coming back the other way. Perkins all the way inside.
Remember when I said crisis averted? Yeah, another crisis, but this time it wasn't averted.
With another huge target at 6'7", number 14. Van Buren in the end zone, and it's picked off. They took it right back. Peyton Bowen.
That's up there with best defensive plays of the season. That was pretty incredible.
23rd straight since. Like I said, looking for his... And Ramos not... Mateer delivers in traffic, incomplete at the 46-yard line.
Well, I couldn't tell you that's not pass interference, but what do I know?
Mateer picked off, coming back the other way. Halsey, and he's got a group of blockers in front of him. Knocked out of bounds. Van Buren keeps it. Outrunning the defense, Van Buren lunging. Did he get in? Out of the backfield, touchdown Tigers, Thomas.
Well, it was at this time that I gave up all hopes I had of us going to the playoffs because John Mateer was playing like a wet slice of cheese.
Find the open receiver.
Sooners with trips to the bottom of your screen. Mateer looks the other way, one-on-one, and is picked off at the 7-yard line. The Tigers.
It was at this time that I was thinking, you know what, why don't put Michael Hawkins in?
Who's on first?
Little receiver screen, tunnel screen, Burks on the move, Burks with a burst, touchdown Sooners!
Well, it's at least tied, so maybe the defense can get a pick six or something. I don't know, because our offense isn't going to be able to do anything.
They go to the single side. Green makes the...
You're just getting disrespected out here.
2nd and 9. On the reverse, ball's loose and recovered.
Oh, that was such a blown opportunity. I mean, it's 3rd and 30, but we could have had the ball.
Long. Van Buren on the run at the last minute fires. Made one earlier from 25. Light work for Damian Ramos.
Well, we're going to need some offensive explosion here.
Mateer finds his tight end Kanik again. And a little bit of...
Going really up-tempo now.
Mateer, downfield wide open. It's room service. Satania. College football playoff hopes alive.
That was the loudest pop I've ever heard in OU football history, at least that I've witnessed. Oh my goodness, like, we might go to the playoffs. I don't know who was guarding him. That's probably going to be one of the most asked questions from this season, if not Brent Venables' career. That was amazing. We have the lead somehow.
On the return, it's Barry and Brown. Brown got to the corner. Goes north-south, still in bounds, all the way up near midfield.
Well, that almost gave me a heart attack. He would have been gone if Tay Sandell didn't clip him off a little.
They set up the screen at the 40. Jawan Jr. in motion. Van Buren rolls left. Completes the pass at the 33 to Durham. Van Buren keeps it and is going to...
4th and 2. This is a season-defining moment. If you don't stop them, we might not win. If you stop them, next stop is the college football playoff.
The blitz. Simpson throws.
The defense spread. Morgan Thomas has got it.
Mary towards Cam Coleman. And he goes those back.
One last stop.
Backs line up out of the eye. Play fake. Incomplete. The Sooners will take over on downs.
everything that I was hyping up this game for, all the turmoil, they actually won. I didn't think it was possible. Like, the best defensive play, maybe second, that we've seen all season from Peyton Bowen, batting it down on 4th and 2. That is just unbelievable. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And as it says, we'll probably make the playoffs. Who knows who we're going to play? You're not going to get the answer to that for a while, but at least they're there.
And then the final team to get a home game in this year's college football playoff, Oklahoma. Now, this number 9, who will go to Norman to take on Oklahoma? And it's Alabama who didn't move. Maybe the...
Now, they don't call me an expert, but I don't think we should be playing Alabama. But I guess I'd rather play them than Notre Dame. Friday night game, 7 p.m. First home playoff game we've ever hosted. It's going to be pretty exciting.
OU's going to get football first. Simpson will have to wait. Alabama 1 deferred. The 2025 College Football Playoff about to get started here in the Palace on the Prairie. It's windy. It breezes in the face. How tall D as he boots it away here in the first quarter. And they're going to have a chance from this series.
Man, what a start to this game. The defense is dominating and the offense has had 2 possessions where they've gone into deep in Alabama territory and they scored a touchdown. Are you kidding?
Historically good at college football. Drives in, right through. What a weapon.
Someone's dropping.
They drop way out, but here does have time. On the move, scans, fires, sideline route.
Holy smokes, what a catch. I didn't even know Deion Burks was like anywhere near that level of athletic. He's fast and all, but my goodness. Oh, he like fully stretched out. Wow.
Alabama not showing pressure. And it's here across the middle. Caught. First and goal. Jake. Mateer takes a look. Touchdown. Isaiah Satania.
We're up 17-0. This is the exact kind of offense that we were wanting if we were going to make a run. I think that if we win this game, we can make it all the way.
Just get it off. Pressure comes. It's picked up. Back foot throw. Brooks comes back and makes the catch. Play clock down at 2-1. Simpson looking, finding. Brooks still fighting. Diving for the end zone. Alabama. Defense. It's here. Pressure comes. And he escapes. Mateer now launching over the middle.
Oh, that would have been nice. He probably should have ran with it. He had another first down. He should have caught it, though.
Alabama will get the football to begin the third quarter.
I think he or someone he knew had money on this game. Like, how? Keep in mind, that's an All-American punter. That's not just some Joe Schmo. And I don't even know how he and then Alabama just starts driving down the field. My goodness, we can't protect the lead.
And a salvage 3 points for Alabama. Drives it right through. So now Billy rush 3. Intercepted. They confused him. Xavier Brown headed the other way. Touchdown tied. A pick 6. For the man who had one against Tennessee just before the half.
Well, that's not good.
He's not even turning to change tempos on him.
Simpson this time has a clean pocket. Lofts it toward the end zone. Rush. Touchdown Alabama.
Well, I was at this game, and this wasn't very far from me. Kind of sucked.
Knocks it right down the middle. Let's hear. Dancing around. Delivers over the middle. It's caught. Off and running is Burks. Touchdown Oklahoma. Punches back.
I wouldn't say punches back, but it's a one-score game.
Oklahoma's showing pressure, not bringing it. Simpson, though, is going to be scored and sacked. Driven back by Owen Heineke. Our Mason Thomas was there.
Well, we could at least tie it here. I mean, I don't know if our offense is going to be able to do anything, but it's possible.
Get this thing up. Oh, my goodness. What an ugly line drive kick. Went nowhere. And Bernard on the hill. Pitch to the edge. Bernard.
Rubbing salt in the wound at this point.
Bernard in motion. It's Hill. Banging forward. Fighting. Twisting. Touchdown. Alabama.
I wouldn't call it the dagger, but it hurts.
What an incredible, the great portal transfers anybody has made this season. Gets it up and good. No, they say no good to that.
He hasn't missed a field goal in 3.5 months, and he misses it at like the most inconvenient time.
First attempt of the year.
Like,
And when he had to have it,
it's terrible.
cut the lead to 7. Sendell drives it. And is going to come up short. For one season.
Well, I'll say more on it in a second, but as much as it sucks that we were up 17-0 and had all the momentum in the world, you still made the playoffs. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can really complain about. Also, don't mind the selection show in the background, it's just a filler video. Well, it took me a very long time to make this. Well, actually didn't. It only took me like 2 weeks to make this. I didn't really want to start for a while because I wasn't like, I don't know, I don't really know what to say. I wasn't like entirely ready. I feel like you have to give it some time to like digest, and I guess 2 months is enough time. I started it on February 19th, which is, 2 months off the playoff loss. So next season coming back, you got John Mateer, Isaiah Satania, and Kip Lewis. So your 2 best offensive players and your second best defensive player, Armace Thomas, is going to the league along with Grayson Halton. Owen Heineke didn't get his extra year as of like a few days ago. Yeah, you got a bunch of running backs back, and then I never really mentioned it, but Jaden Ott, he just kind of disappeared. He's gone. And then Torrey Blaylock, Xavier Robinson, so that's all you can really hope for. This is my longest video that I've ever actually produced, besides just like, greatest hits compilations, so please just like and subscribe, comment, do whatever you have to do, because this video I think was pretty good. I know there were some parts that maybe weren't as good, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Boomer soon.